test of upper body strength, and you'll often see athletes lifting more than 3 times their own body weight. Powerlifters are split into 10 different categories based on body weight for each gender. Powerlifting consists of one discipline, a bench press. Unlike the able-bodied sport where athletes use their feet on the floor to assist the bench press, Paralympic athletes lie totally flat on a completely different style of bench. Each competitor has 2 minutes to complete their attempt. When the lifter has the bar under full control, they must wait until they receive the command, start. Start! Then they have to lower the bar in a controlled manner and definitively stop it on the chest. Next, they press it upwards, lock out both elbows simultaneously and hold the bar under control until the referees command to wrap. At least 2 white lights are required from 3 referees for a good lift. A red light indicates a bad lift. Athletes have 3 attempts and the winner is the athlete that lifts the heaviest weight. In the 3rd round, 2 weight changes are permitted. The weight change can be higher or lower. No changes are allowed if the lifter has already been called to the platform by the speaker and or if the bar has already been loaded. To attempt a new record, it must exceed the previous one set by a minimum of 0.5 kilograms. Where a world record is broken during the actual 3 lifts of competition, the 0.5 kilograms does not count towards the competition total, but is rounded down to the full kilogram. The jury may allow a 4th attempt for a world record. This adds suspense to the competition, as a lifter could break the world record but may not win gold. Powerlifting offers a tense and dramatic spectacle where coaches have to be good strategists as their athletes battle to outlift their rivals.
Para-powerlifting is all about the bench press. It's about the strongest people on the planet going head to head. Once positioned on the bench, an athlete must perform the lift after being given the start signal. The athlete lowers the bar to the chest and must hold the weight motionless. Both elbows must extend at the same rate and lock out together. Once the lift has been completed, they will receive a rack signal and return the bar to the rack. An immediate decision will be made by the referees as to whether the lift was successful or not. A white light is given for a successful lift, and a red light signifies an unsuccessful lift. Athletes may make 3 lifts during the competition and must increase the weight attempted by at least 1 kilogram following a successful lift. The winner is the athlete who lifts the most weight in their body weight category. In para-powerlifting, athletes are classified by body weight alone, which means athletes with different impairments compete for the same medals. There are 10 different weight categories for both men and women. The body weight categories range from 49 kilograms to over 107 kilograms for men and 41 kilograms to over 86 kilograms for women. An incredible feat of strength. By using just their upper body, athletes can often lift more than 3 times their own body weight. If you'd like to find out more about para-powerlifting, you can visit our website where you'll find lots of information about the sport and how you can get involved.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Withershaw Forum here in Manchester for session number 4 of day 2 of the World Para-Powerlifting World Cup. You join us here ready for the men's up to 65 kilogram category. We have British interest in Mark Swan competing, as all these teams are heading out on the road to Tokyo, competing in 5 stages. Those are available to on the World Cup stage. So Bogota 2 weeks ago in Colombia, here in Manchester, then over to into Bangkok, then to Georgia, and then ending in Dubai in the road to Tokyo. Here we see the world records. Nigerian with the world record at 221, and the junior world record at 204 by Gustin from Malaysia. We've got 5 athletes competing today, and their first weight post are around for anything from 137 to 172. And here we see they are. Christian Largo will be going off first at 137. Kazuki Okuyama from Japan at 145. 165 has got Mark Swan. He was junior gold and bronze medalist in the senior competition last year. And Trakash from Poland has got a staggering 172 kilos, which is effectively 27 stone in old weight. Depends on how you look at this. So they are the 4 competitors taking on the challenge today in this up to 65 category. Our referees and chief referee are in place, as are our loaders, and as you see there, COVID secure their masks, and they'll be sanitising the bench and the bar after each and every lift and look after themselves. The jury just been introduced as well to this arena here in the bubble that we are for 5 days as part of this competition. Some fantastic lifts so far. So Nigeria adding to their gold medal haul as we get ready to bring
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our first representing USA, Christian Largo.
Our first athletes will be Christian Largo from the United States. And Christian has got 137 kilograms on the bar. So 4 athletes then in his men's up to 65 kilogram category. Myself, Pete Selby, alongside Mark Perkins for this session. 1 more today, and then we'll have reached the halfway mark of these Manchester World Powerlifting World Cup. As Mark was saying, leg 2 of the 5 on the road to Tokyo. Now Christian Largo, 137 kilograms, from Richmond, Virginia. Students, there's a few actually in this competition. Japanese athletes, also a student. Trains at the Ashland Athletic Club 2 and 3 times a week. Competed in the Mid-Atlantic Games, and that's when the powerlifting bug really was caught by Christian Largo. Opening this competition then, 137 kilograms. on the way down and back up again. Applause from his coach, but no lift from the referees. 3 refs, different positions around the bench. Chest sequence, also the press sequence as well, given as reasons. And Christian Largo then unsuccessful at 137 kilograms. He'll be back for a second attempt.
So the rack height's going up to 117, and the weight's now moved up to 145. And next to go is from Japan. It's Kazuki Okiyama. So our loaders and spotters just giving sanitizing wipes over the bench and the bar as Kazuki Okiyama comes out to the floor. Represented internationally at wheelchair tennis as well as powerlifting, and to compete in his home nation for the Paralympics is one of his dreams to aim for. Another student there in Funabashi in Japan. Just going through his pre-lift routine, using his 2 minutes to his advantage. Here we go, 145. The weight of that bar landing in the racks. It's a good lift. 2 out of 3 referees happy. One slight abound the press sequence, but he gets on the board at 145 kilos to start us off in this men's up to 65 kilogram category. Okiyama happy as he makes his way off the arena. First lift on the board. Now, what will the next lift be that he's going to choose on lift number 2 as the weights get loaded up to 165.
Next athlete will be Mark Swan of Great Britain. 165 on the bar. Here comes Mark Swan. Bronze medalist in Manchester last year with a lift of 155, so looking to go 10 kilos better than that. That 155 was a European junior record set by the Durham athlete, who's progressing at some weight, some rate, and also in terms of weight as well. What's on the bar here? 165, so 10 kilos more than last year. Clear for all to see the progression of Mark Swan. And in this competition, 3rd of the 4 in the men's up to 65 kilogram category. Big shout from his coach. And a good lift for Mark Swan. 2 white lights, just the 1 red, and a cracking start for the British powerlifter. Mark Swan starts with a lift of 10 kilos more than last year, and he continues his march up the weights. 165 in round 1. Mark Swan off to a great start.
The bar's now being loaded up to 172, around 27 stone. So Trikac from Poland, last year's winner here in the World Cup. He won that with 173 last year. Starting off here, his first lift is 172 kilos. We've just seen Mark Swan, a fantastic lift by the young British powerlifter. So he's going to be pushing Marek Trikash all the way. Trikash has been lifting since the age of 18. 4th in Rio in the up to 72 kilogram category. 4th in Mexico 2017. Halfway through his allotted time. Just going to get himself settled down. And then 172 first attempt. Gently down and up again. It is 3 white lights. It's a good lift. He goes top of the table. 172 stone. He made that look easy, Pete.
Yeah, very easy. 172 kilograms there for the Polish athlete. Very nice lift. Not surprised. Not only did it get the all clear from the referees, but also all three as well. And that sets a target. 172 for Mark Swan, certainly to be interested in, but the Polish athlete could not have been more impressive with his first round lift.
Mark Swan's already lifted his second weight up to 170, so he's going to be pushing him all the way. I've just shown the progress that Mark Swan's made this last year in the weights that he's lifting.
Elsewhere, Christian Largo, 141, failed with 137, so up 4 kilograms, 141. And if he's going to put pressure on what will be the current bronze medal position, Nakayama of Japan, who was successful at 145, Christian, you feel, would have to be given the good lift for his second attempt. Also pushing up the weight to 141 might give you a bit of a clue really to his mindset, going for what would be a bronze, or at least be in with a chance, rather than just settling for the 4th. But a really good start. There's Mark Swan at the top of the list when it comes to the junior competition. Breaking records again, Mark Swan, European junior record holder with his lift of last year, so better in that here, 165.
It's just a slight delay as there's only 4 lifters competing, so they have to have a set amount of time in between each lift, so hence why there's no action happening now, but the bar is all ready to go. The loaders are set. Just waiting for the in-house team to announce out next to go, which will be Christian Largo.
Okay then, please welcome for their second attempt, representing United States of America, Christian Largo.
Christian Largo then, second attempt, 141 kilograms, failed in his first round at 137. Has played Sportable Spokes, wheelchair basketball at Richmond. But he's concentrating on the powerlifting here in Manchester. Hashtag parapowerlifting if you're watching from the States and you're cheering on Christian Largo. Welcome to Manchester.
1 minute.
The man is on the bench. A minute to go. And the straps being readdressed here. So once again, failing at 137, up to 141. Akiyama of Japan in the bronze medal position with 145. Still not completely happy with the straps. 30 seconds on the clock. Everything seems to be in place. Applause from his coach, but no lift. Green lights are on. Press sequence from all three referees. And Christian Largo unsuccessful then with his second lift. And, well, by the time it comes around again for Christian Largo to take his third lift, depending on what happens with Akiyama here, it could well be a case of just getting a valid lift in today rather than any aims of a medal. But still time for the American.
All these athletes competing for a place in the Paralympics as part of this World Cup qualifier. Obviously there's 5 stops: Colombia, Manchester, Bangkok, Georgia, and the final one in Dubai, and it's the top 8 athletes by right that will make their way there, and there'll be some additional ones added as well. And there's 20 medals up for grabs in both in total in the men's and women's competition. So Akiyama coming out for his second lift. His first lift was successful at 145 kilograms. He's raised the bar now up to 152. He's added another 7 kilos on from his first attempt. Currently in third position behind Swan and Trakach. So it's that battle between Akiyama and Largo for this third spot. Here he goes. Lift number 2.
1 minute.
Coach happy, but 2 of the judges saying no, only gets 1 white light there, 1 on the chest press and 1 on the press sequence. A slight tilt of the bar on the way up. So Akiyama will have another go. Will he stay at 152? We're about to find out. Christian Largo staying at 141 for his third attempt. The bar is being lowered down on the rack height to rack height 5. Akiyama then leaves the arena. 1 successful lift to his name so far, 145 in his first lift. Looking to go 1 step further in his final lift very shortly. But now 170 put on the bar.
For his second attempt, representing Great Britain, Mark Swan.
Mark Swan then, 165 in round 1, 170 on the bar for the Brits. Walks out purposely to the arena. 170 then in his sights. In second place, gets in position, gets in a comfortable position as well. Making sure he's in line and aligned with the bar. Strap goes on. Mark Swan, really good lift in round one. 5 kilos more here, 170. Smoothly down and back up. Punch of the fist by the coach and a good lift. All 3 referees agreeing, and a good lift for Mark Swan. 2 lifts from 2, 170 kilograms, no problem for Mark, and he marches on. Mark Swan, 2 lifts from 2.
170. Again, a great successful lift on the second 2. The now bar has gone up. There are 3 of the big 25s on each side now, and 1 of the 2.5 reds as well, to take it up to a total of 180 kilograms for his second lift. So Trikash, gold medalist last year here in Manchester, looking to go one step further than he did in Rio in that 4th place. Psyched up ready. He made easy work of 172 in the first lift. 3 white lights from the referees. Here he goes for 180. Just seen Mark Swan lifting 170 in his second lift. World record stands at 221. Bogota, the weight in this category was won by the Chilean, 168. So Trikash up there at the minute in the top of the rankings for those that have taken part in the World Cup so far, but obviously with restrictions not every able to make all of the events. Right, coach steps away, 180. Slight hesitation on the way up there. It is 3 red lights there, both for press sequence and chest sequence for. The coach just helps him. Gets himself up. Just trying to lock those elbows out. Just had that pause, which is cause for the referees to press the red buttons on the chest sequence and press sequence. So 172 is the score on top of the table. Mark Swan has posted 173 for his 3rd lift. So a good opportunity for Mark Swan to stake a claim for that gold medal position here in Manchester, but also for one of those top 8 spots as we go through this World Cup qualifier. Christian Largo is going to be next to go, just getting the bar loaded up to 141, so he's sticking with the same weight as he attempted in lift number 2. Again, there is a slight delay again, just while the athletes have that time in between the lift, due to only being 4 athletes.
Yeah, so top of the tree at the moment. Trzak of Poland. You see Mark Swan there, 170. We mentioned beating his 155 for a bronze medal last year, and that was a European junior record by Mark, obviously now bettered to that 170, so he keeps on pushing that record further and further, in fantastic form. And again, what looks to be a fabulous career ahead of him as a major player on the world stage.
There's some big company, big names heading towards Tokyo in the end of August and start of September. Great to see Mark Swan's name there in the up to 65 category, competing there on that world stage, on the elite stage as well. And it's amazing that we can get events put on in this time as well here in the Williamshire Forum that Manchester are doing.
Yep, waiting for what will be Christian Largo's third attempt. 141 will be on the bar, ready for Christian, who struggled with his first two attempts. 137 in the first round, 141 then in round 2, 141 remaining in round 3. Mark Swan at the moment will be aiming for 173 in his final round, and obviously depending on what happens with the Polish athlete, that could well be a gold medal lift. And the Japanese athlete Okiyama will be looking once again at 152. That's all to come. Round 3. Here we go. Christian Largo then. Any idea about being on the podium was put to bed in round 2. He failed at 141. Now he's going to try once again at 141. It was a better lift in round 2 than his first. His first was all sorts wrong, to be honest. Round 2 though was very close to being a good lift. He's looking to make amends, and we'll look to leave Manchester with a lift of 141, which would have been the minimum aim really at the start of today. Come on, Christian. Plenty of support, I'm sure, back home in the States, watching the live stream. Slowly down, pause on the chest, and back up again, still going, dipping on his left side. Fully extends his arms, but no lift. And Christian Largo will return to Richmond without a valid lift here in Manchester. But
he wasn't going to quit on that, was he?
No,
he wasn't
really
good,
really good attempt of 141. Once it got halfway, the writing was on the wall, but he went through with the lift and managed to extend his arms. But the damage had already been done. Truth be told, the damage probably was done in the previous rounds. So Christian Largo departs the scene without a valid lift. So the top 3 are ready to fight out for the medals. And we have an intriguing scenario here. Okiyama going for 152. So this will be a bronze medal for the Japanese athlete. And there is a fight on for the gold. But first up, it's Kazuki Okiyama.
Yeah, second attempt at 152. Guaranteed a bronze medal here in Manchester. He has a long way to go in this World Cup journey, but getting some scores on the doors is really important, as we've seen there with Christian unable to get a good lift to his name. His belt securely locked in. His focus is there, all to see. That's his pre-lift routine. Third attempt. This is his second attempt at 152. Successful at 145 in his first lift. Bronze medal to his name. Are the referees happy? No lift. The press sequence, 3 referees all agreeing, not happy with the press sequence there on the way up. Akiyama will head back home with the bronze medal here, with 145 on the board. That would have been good enough for a silver medal in Colombia 2 weeks ago.
The coach is just going over, and I think he's going to appeal the decision. So the request was made by the coach of Akiyama and then quickly rejected by the judges, situated to the right as we see it, essentially next to the entry ramp for the athletes. Already had an appeal today that was granted actually in an earlier competition, but this one was dismissed very quickly by the judges. Now 2 lifts to go in this men's up to 65 kilogram category, and Mark Swan successful 165, successful 170, breaking new ground in the European junior record ranks, breaking new ground for Mark Swan as well. This attempt at 173 kilograms will see him, if successful, leap up into the gold medal position with only 1 lift to go.
This will really pile the pressure on Trajkasz from Poland on his 3rd attempt.
So it's been a very good competition so far for Mark Swan. He's guaranteed a silver medal, but can he go 1 place better and pile the pressure on his Polish rival? 173. Nicely down and back up. You see his feet move. They were shaking. And a good lift. What a lift from the British athlete Mark Swan. 173. 3 from 3 from the Brit. Fantastic from Mark Swan. Into the gold medal position, and the pressure is piled on Marek Trzeciak of Poland. Mark Swan, 3 from 3, 173 for the British athletes. Could it be a gold?
How he's developed this last year is absolutely phenomenal. So he's got gold in the junior competition, it's only him competing at that level, but he's really piled the pressure on the Polish lifter now. Now, we know last year Marek took the gold medal here, but he wasn't being competed to this level now, as Mark Swan has really turned the screw on in there. 173. It was a lovely, lovely lift as well, as you quite right said. 3 from 3, but here he comes now to get himself back on top of that podium. Trajkasz from Poland with 180 on the bar. Those 3 big 25s and the small red 5 on it as well. So the red 2.5 and the 3 25s. He just takes his time on the edge of the bench before settling himself down. He knows the pressure's been put on him by Mark Swan. He was successful his first lift at 172 and then got red lights. I was just trying to get those elbows straight on that press sequence in the second lift for him at 180. Just getting his wrist strapping on correctly. This for the gold medal here in Manchester. It's all down to this. There's the pause. Frustration as he bangs on there. You could tell that halfway through, no lift given, both press sequence and chest sequence. That means that Mark Swan has taken gold here in both the junior and the senior competition with a huge 173. Trikash takes silver medal with 172, and Kazuki Okuyama takes bronze medal with 145. What three incredible lifts there by Mark Swan.
Fantastic. British gold on day 2 in Manchester. Mark Swan, 173 kilograms. Oh, what a competition, Mark. Men's up to 65 kilogram category, 4 athletes, but they delivered an absolute stormer of a competition. And we are not finished on day 2. We still have one more session. There is confirmation. Gold for Britain, gold for Mark Swan, 173. Try catch of Poland. Silver medal 172, and Okuyama of Japan with a bronze medal at 145 kilograms. We'll have the medal ceremony along shortly, and we still have one more session this evening.
Yeah, the men's up to 72 category. We've got British interest here in Mickey Yule as well. Absolute amazing lifter, and we've got a real big group of lifters alongside him, the likes of Donato Talasca, the Italian guy who won 2 weeks ago in Bogota in Colombia as well, who's really starting to develop. He unfortunately didn't have the best year here last year in Manchester with 3 no lifts, looking to amend that as well, but really looking forward to seeing Mickey Yule follow in the footsteps there of Mark Swan, take another gold.
Yes, he can only be encouraged by the performance of Mark Swan. The Italian athlete, one of only a few, I would say, that would be actually here, who actually took part in Bogota in Colombia through many, many different reasons, as we all know in the world at the moment. So nice to see a quick repeat from an athlete taking part in the first of the 5 qualification competitions for the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. This again is leg 2 in Manchester. Bangkok, Tbilisi in Georgia, and then it's all eyes on Dubai midway through June. But everyone here at the Witham Forum really energised after that performance by Mark Swan, and now we can enjoy.
Just looking back at the records, Mark Swan last year, he was lifting 155, and that's where he set those junior records. Now he's 173 with a gold medal both in the junior and the senior competition, and it was all the way through those 3 really steady lifts.
The victory ceremony for the men's up to 65 kilogram category junior competition.
So here comes the medal ceremony for the junior category in this competition. There's only one competitor competing at the junior level, and it is the gold medalist in both the senior and junior here, Mark Swan, 165, 170, and then 173.
New junior European records representing Great Britain, Mark Swan.
Setting that junior record, 173, the junior European record.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able for the national anthem of Great Britain. Junior gold medalist, Mark Swan.
Mark Swan taking the gold medal there with a junior European record of 173 kilos. What a performance that was. Looking forward to seeing how he fares in this competition, and we look forward potentially seeing him in Tokyo later this year in the Paralympics.
Well, the way he's progressing, you'd imagine Mark Swan will be on that plane to Tokyo. Still plenty more opportunities for Mark Swan to go further than 173. Just progressing really with every competition and every month that goes by. And here we go for the medal ceremony for the senior men's up to 65 kilogram category. And it will be another gold for Mark Swan.
Winner of the bronze medal, representing Japan, Kazuki Okiyama.
First up, it is Kazuki Akiyama of Japan. First round lift of 145 kilograms, enough for the bronze.
The silver medal, representing Poland, Marek Trikash.
Marek Trikash, his opening lift of 172 kilograms. May have thought that would have been enough for the gold, but it wasn't. Because of this man, Mark Swan, beating the 172 set by Marek Trikash with his final lift, 173 kilograms. Gold for Britain and gold for Mark Swan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medalists for the men's up to 65 kilogram category.
The British flag is flying in Manchester as Mark Swan takes gold in the men's up to 65 kilogram category. So the medalist departs the scene, and Mark Swan, 2 goals to his name in the junior and the senior competition. What an event we've just witnessed. Only the 4 athletes, but mightily close, and all changing with the final couple of lifts, and we are not finished yet, Mark.
No, we've still got the men's up to 72 kilogram category starting at 6:25 UK time here, so just an hour's time before we get that underway, and that's going to look like an absolute classic competition. There's some good names in there and some big weights being lifted.
Yeah, looking forward to the up to 62 kilogram category. Make sure you're with us in just less than an hour's time.